What looks shocking from the outside often looks like responsibility from the inside. Across the Amazon and around the world, there are traditions that can seem mysterious at first glance. Ceremonies, body art, dances, and rites of passage that do not make sense until you know the people, the place, and the history behind them. These are not random curiosities. They are living practices, passed down through families and communities, recreated in each generation and shaped by the land that sustains them. In the Amazon basin alone, there is no single indigenous culture, no single language, and no single way of life. There are many peoples, many histories, and many answers to the same human questions. How do we heal? How do we belong? How do we remember? How do we live with the forest, not just in it? Some rituals begin with healing. In parts of the Amazon, practices such as Kambo have long been tied to hunting, endurance, and the clearing of bad luck. To outsiders, it may look severe, but inside the tradition, the meaning is not spectacle. It is purpose. It is a relationship between body, spirit, and survival. And when rituals move beyond their original setting, meaning can shift and risk can change just as quickly. That is why context matters. Other ceremonies are about becoming. Among the Satare Mawe, the bullet ant glove initiation is a test of endurance that marks courage and transformation. The pain is real, but so is the lesson. Belonging is not given lightly. It is earned through mentorship, discipline, and the willingness to cross a threshold and return changed. In anthropology, that threshold has a name. It is the space between who you were and who you are becoming. Then there are rituals of memory. In Brazil's Upper Xingu, the Quarup honors the dead and helps a community move through grief together. Painted trunks can stand in for those who have passed away, while food, dance, chants, and wrestling turn mourning into a shared act of remembrance. The dead are not treated as gone and forgotten. They remain present in kinship, in obligation, and in the stories that bind people together. Not all traditions are about loss. Some are about identity made visible. Among the Shipbokunibo, geometric kene designs are more than decoration. They carry cosmology, balance, and relationship to the natural world. On cloth, on ceramics, and sometimes on the body, pattern becomes language. It tells you who people are, where they come from, and how they understand the world around them. That same idea appears in healing ceremonies led by experienced practitioners, where songs, plants, and careful ritual structure guide the process. These are not casual performances. They are forms of knowledge. And when such practices are turned into trends for outsiders, questions of consent, fairness, and respect become impossible to ignore. Some traditions are shared, some are not. Respect begins with listening. The story expands beyond the Amazon, and the pattern remains the same. In Mexico's Day of the Dead, families welcome the memory of loved ones with offerings, food, and flowers. In Indonesia, Toraja funerals can stretch across days, becoming immense communal obligations that keep the dead socially present. In Niger, the Wadabe Gwerawol transforms courtship into art, with men performing and women choosing, challenging assumptions about who is seen and who decides. And in the mountains of Peru, the Coiluriti pilgrimage shows how ritual can root people to place. Communities travel together under shared codes of behavior, honoring a sacred landscape that is both spiritual and fragile. Even there, climate change is reshaping what can be done, proving that living traditions adapt as the world changes. From harvest ceremonies in Japan to body art in the Amazon, the message is the same. Rituals are not leftovers from the past. They are living technologies for healing, belonging, memory, and survival. So the next time a tradition seems strange, pause before judgment. Ask what it means, who carries it, and what it protects. Because the real story is never just what a ritual does to the body, it is what it does for the community. Subscribe for more respectful cultural documentaries.